January 24th, 2025, Moneyline Grind. Welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Dame. This is the Moneyline Grind where we prove that you can make sports betting profitable. And we have a 3 game slate tonight, so I got 3 picks for you. I did my best to try to come up with 3 picks, so I hope you like them. I could have easily just dropped 1 or 2 picks. But before we get into that, let's recap. Last night, 3-1, clap it up. Only loser was Anthony Davis, who I told you he doesn't like me. We had him for over 24 and a half points. He finished with 24. This is why you won't see me take many Anthony Davis props. I don't know. I don't know why he can't help me get some money. Whatever. Last night we had the over of 229 and a half points between the Spurs and the Pacers. This game was in France. And it was the Wemby show. They scored 250. So we crushed that bet and we got paid. Thank you, Wemby, for the money. Then we had the Nuggets minus 7.5 at home versus the Kings. They win by 9, so we get the free money. I had this on a parlay for them to win by over 10. And of course, they win by 9. That parlay was like, it was going to be at least a $100 hitter there. But the Nuggets got outscored by 16 points in the fourth quarter. So we had that. They win by 9 and got outscored in the fourth quarter by 16. Good read. And of course, we hit the ladder challenge. That's what a lot of you people are here for now. Yesterday was day 3. We bet 40 to bring back 80. We got it done. We took the early game in Paris. Vassell 2 threes. He cashes in the second quarter. Finished with 5 threes. We paired it with the Blazers plus 12.5 points. Blazers win by 22. We win that bet by 34. Pretty sweat free. I looked at the score and I was like, oh, I ain't got to watch this game. I know I hit it. And I started looking at day 4. Day 4 is very tough. We'll get into that. All right, our 3 picks for today. Pelicans plus 12 at Memphis minus 112. To be honest, I saw this line last night after a couple glasses of wine and immediately jumped on it, betted on this without any research. And then I did my research to back up my gut. Pause, I think. Memphis may be elite on defense, but the Pels aren't getting the proper respect. They can play a little bit, and they can definitely score the ball. Remember last year when we were rocking with the Pistons, we kept on hitting on their ability to cover even though they were losing, and then we caught them on the money line on an upset game and made some good money. Remember that? Kind of giving the same feel this year with this Pelicans team. The Grizzlies give off the image of a good defensive team. They have solid stats, good numbers here and there. But what is concerning is that they give up the second most free throw attempts. And that is big trouble when you have to guard guys like CJ and DeJounte, who is probable today with elbow stuff. I think he plays. I think the Pels come out and compete. I think they feel like they're not being respected. And they got a little energy battery pack in their back, if you will. Word on the street is Ja Morant is also sick. I didn't know this when I made the bet. Didn't know this when I was writing it up. Just found out like right before I hit the record button. So maybe this is a good line here. Get it while you can. It's probably changing. Second pick, Paul George. Under 11.5 rebounds plus assists, minus 110. This is risky because you're like, he could get you 8 rebounds, right? He's capable of doing that. He had 9 assists in his last game against a tough Denver team in Denver. Finished with 14 rebounds and assists that game. But I don't think he has the same luck in Cleveland. Cleveland's a different tier as far as defense. It's overwhelming. And outside of passing the ball to Maxey, who is going to pass the ball to get some assists? Maxey already starts the possession off with the ball. So you cut half your potential assists right there. There's a chance he gets 7 or 8 boards, and that makes this a tough, sweaty win here. But you probably have Drummond in the game. You have Allen rebounding for Cleveland. They got some bigs. He's gonna have a tough time getting some rebounds. Maybe if there's a lot of 3-point shots, he gets some long rebounds and tries to push it. I can see that. But to get 12, I see him with 2 or 3 assists, 5 rebounds today. And here we go. Ladder challenge, day 4. I did put out a video for this already. If you missed it, don't worry, you're here. I got you with it. If you want to go back and hear if I said anything different in that one, you're more than welcome to. It's there. Hit the like button while you're there, too. You motherfuckers watching this shit not liking it. It's crazy. I put this bet in last night. I was drinking wine last night, so I don't know. But I waited till I was sober to double check before sharing. So that was me safeguarding myself. We're going to run it back with the Blazers plus 11.5 at Charlotte, and I'm pairing that with the Pelicans plus 16.5 at Memphis. These are 2 alternate spreads, just giving the dogs some extra bones. And I think it's going to work. We've seen a lot of upsets lately in the NBA. It's either fucking a blowout or an upset. So why not upset the blowout? You know what I'm saying? Anyway, possible no LaMelo Ball in the first game, possible no John Morant in the second game. Both of those guys being out would help us a lot. And I think we got it. I think we're going to go on to day 5, where we're going to have to take 80 or 160 and flip that to 320. Today is 80 to 160. Tomorrow is 160 to 320. Being at the end of the month, I might be tempted to cash out just to secure a profitable month for myself. I'm only up a couple of units because I dabble. I don't count our parlays for us, but in my total bet count, it matters for me. And I have 2 parlays for you. Only 2 because only 3 games, and that stinks. 3-leg plus 938. Miles Bridges to get at least 6 assists. The 76ers plus 10. Do that in there because we're seeing some competitiveness if it's not a blowout in the NBA. And Pels and Grizzlies under 242.5. I like that bet. Another 3-leg plus 1223. Desmond Bane under 3 threes, under 2.5 threes. CJ McCollum over 3.5 threes. And Yabusele at least 15 points. I'm so tempted to say Yabusi or some wild variation, but it's Yabusele. That's what I got for you. Ladder challenges. We're thriving in the ladder challenge. We got some wacky parlays. Typical run of the mill. It's a weird Friday, but enjoy yourself, man. Go get a drink. Let's get this money.